Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "That which has been is that which will be, and that which has been done is that which will be done. So there is nothing new under the sun." What does this mean? Think about the latest movies or songs you've watched or listened to. Anything new? Another movie remake or another song about love? One of the most compelling features of our study of literature is the idea of timeless themes. It doesn't matter what era, country, or background regarding these themes, we can all relate to them. On a more specific level, let's consider our current read, Jane Eyre. I'm going to play two songs for you, and I'd like you to think about the connections between the novel and the song. I'm passing out the lyrics for both of them, and I'd like you to use this paper to write down your ideas from our activity today. I'll be collecting your work before class ends, as we'll be using it as a connection to the entire timeless theme project we're going to begin today. Let's begin with Love Song by 311. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this version, but The Cure also sings an older hit. Listen carefully for the connections between this song and the novel. Let me begin this discussion by giving you an example from the first line of Love Song. "Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again." According to the Oxford American Dictionary, one definition of home states, "a place where something flourishes." Why does Rochester travel abroad so much? Why is Thornfield not a true home for him, in spite of the fact that he's grown up there and inherited the entire estate? What does Jane as a woman represent to him? Does he flourish with her? Considering our vocabulary again, let's look at the definition of flourish. It means to grow or develop in a healthy or vigorous way. And let's switch perspectives here. Jane's never had a home. Remember, she's an orphan. Does Rochester represent a true home to her, and does she flourish with him? I'd like you to spend the next 10 minutes in groups of 2 or 3, collaborating with others as you consider other similarities between Love Song and the book. Please indicate your group and the group's ideas separately from your personal ideas on your paper, and don't forget to draw upon Jane Eyre to support your ideas. Now let's listen to the second song, The Reason by Hoopastank, and this one, you're going to be on your own. Again, draw connections between the song and Jane Eyre. Isn't it incredible to think of Charlotte Bronte in the 1800s writing about the same issues you face now? The beauty of timeless themes. Now let's tie this idea into our project. Your objective is to create a song based on one piece of classical literature we've covered this year. First, select a literary work, and one that you've already analyzed for your journal is fine. Make sure this is one that has personal meaning for you. The passion will push you to critically examine the work as you apply it to your life. Second, consider your approach with the literary work you select and the personal song you compose. Although the theme will come from the literary work, the lyrics will be your own. What theme are you going to showcase? What about it do you want to emphasize? Finally, reflect on ways you can stay true to the original while internalizing the work of another artist. How will it be both faithful and yet unique? I've created an example for you based on John Keats on first looking into Chapman's Homer. As a reminder, Keats was a romantic, strongly weaving in nature while illustrating the, quote, emotional power of a great work of art and the ability of great art to create an epiphany in its beholder, end quote. As you listen to my example, listen for the emotional power I find in nature's greatest work of art and the epiphany that transforms my own life. In this journey we call life, I've experienced the fullness of joy and the sorrow of strife. I've met incredible people all around. I've seen unbelievable natural beauty as it surrounds. Amazed, transformed, amazed, magnificence has altered my days. I've seen the best of our human race, but I've also turned from the trail of a loved one's face. I was happy. I wouldn't have asked for more. But then it happened, and my old life slipped to the floor. I was amazed, transformed, amazed. Magnificence has altered my days. Even though I've witnessed the unbelievable, although I've completed the unachievable, I was moved in such a deep way. I simply had to say, amazed, transformed, amazed. Magnificence has altered my days. It was simple, but it pierced my heart. I was dazzled by such a masterpiece of art. Now I've finally seen what the muses speak of: truth, wonder, excellence, splendor, and love. On first looking into Chapman's Homer, written by John Keats, 1816. Much have I traveled in the realms of gold, in many goodly states and kingdoms seen. Round many western islands have I been, which bards and fealty to Apollo hold. Off the one wide expanse had I been told that deep-browed Homer ruled as his demesne. Yet did I never breathe its pure serene, till I heard Chapman speak out loud and bold. Then felt I like some watcher of the skies, when a new planet swims into his ken, or like stout Cortez, when with eagle eyes he stared at the Pacific and all his men looked at each other with a wild surmise, silent upon a peak in Darien. Although I've been here all along, I've learned that life continues to bring a new song. The passion may come through unexpected ways. Are you seeking in your wandering of days? Be amazed. Be transformed. Be amazed. Magnificence can alter your days. Be open to the beauty that lurks within others, within the written word, the lovers, the haunting melody, the skies above. Join with all nature in singing of a greater love. Amazed, transformed, amazed. Magnificence has altered my days. In closing, your song will be showcased on your webpage and reviewed by both sections of this class. You don't need to include music with your song, but if you'd like to develop the song beyond the lyrics, please feel free to. The rest of the class period is yours as you begin looking through your journal or textbook at works that were significant for you, and we'll start composing the lyrics next week. Enjoy.